man with the voice of an angel and the beard of a wizard.
Stop flinching, man, don't dance.
The one and only, man's not hot.
Like that. Skiddy, pop,
Never
pop. Walking like a
frisbee. I trap on the phone. Moving that cornflakes. Rice Chris said, babe, man's not hot, never hot. I tell her man's not hot, never hot. I tell her man's not hot, never hot. The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe.
Jack and I met on a magical night out when I humiliated myself more than I've ever had before.
It was probably the best moment of my life. Maybe the worst of Jen's.
Mine.
I was in Spain and I was in a restaurant and I needed to use the facilities in this restaurant. So I popped off, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but I needed to drop the kids off at the pool. So I did that. I went to flush, didn't work. Flushed again 6, 7 times. I tried to get it down, James. Would not go. So I was like, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm not just going to do a hit and run and leave it here. I'll go out and tell someone that there's a problem with their facilities. So I went out into the restaurant. I found the waiter. Unfortunately, he didn't speak a word of English. I didn't speak any Spanish. So I ended up having to kind of gesture to this man. I was like, yes, could you just come here? No, leave them alone. Yes, just follow me. I ushered him into the toilet, right? I pointed at my poo. I went to flush. It went down straight away. How weird did I look? Like I just invited him into the toilet to say goodbye to my shit. Come on, let's give it a proper send-off. Flush. Rule Britannia.
If you like Adele songs but find them too upbeat, you're in for a treat, as Sam Smith will be performing.
But talking of joining big franchises, were you very nervous, Jack Whitehall, joining a big Disney franchise like Frozen?
Yes, so, Frozen. I was very excited when the call came in, because I'm a massive Disney fan, and Frozen called me up. They said, we're making this film, and we'd love you to be a part of it. I was like, yep, sign me up. Which princess am I playing? And I played a troll in the film. I had one line in the film, but I was like, yeah, I'd love to do it. I learnt my line. I went in. Nailed it. I nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. It was so good. And then I told everyone that I was in Frozen. I did a press junket in front of the poster. No. I was so excited. And then 6 months later, popped on the black tie, went down to the Odeon in Putney. It wasn't a premiere. It was a mistake. I watched the film, got to the end, and the line wasn't there. So I called my agent. I was like, there must be some kind of mistake. This must be some different director's cut that I've seen. And she went, oh, no, I forgot to tell you. I got an email about this. They said that they have reduced your part in the film to a non-speaking role. In an animation! The worst thing is that it then becomes the biggest film ever. I love the film, and yet every time I watch it, it's like getting an icy dagger to my heart. And that song as well is like they're heckling me. Like, let it go. No, I won't!
But is your character still in it?
Yes, you can see the character, and he goes to open his mouth, and then it cuts away. Loki, the troll. He even had a name.
Last month, you hit 3 billion views on YouTube, and only 2 billion of those are people watching you try to do a Jamaican accent, Jesse. Remember, if you don't win a Brit Award tonight, you can always just buy one off eBay. There ain't no auction like an S-Club auction. Don't worry, by the way, that was a controlled blaze. Apparently, Ollie Murs has been tweeting from the toilet telling everyone to evacuate. Please ignore him. If having me as host and allowing Made in Chelsea into the building hadn't gentrified this enough, it's time for me to introduce a man so posh, he makes me look like Danny Dyer. Is there anything he can't do? Tan. It's the global superstar, Ed Sheeran. These two have become as synonymous with the British Saturday night as fighting in a kebab shop or soiling a minicab and doing a runner. It's Emma Willis and Dermot O'Leary, and a Tottenham striker, meaning the Brit Award he hands over tonight will probably be the only trophy he gets his hands on this season. It's Harry Kane and Camila Cabello, Foo Fighters! I'm leaving this place a very bad review on Airbnb. Remember I said we can't wear that evil dictator's mask on ITV? Ladies? Yeah, much better. Weirdly, same haircut. Even he has to watch the In Memoriam package each year to check he's not in it. It's a rock god, the just about living legend, Ronnie Wood! Full disclosure for anyone worrying at home, that car was just one that had been left here from one of the Top Gear live shows. And tragically, I have to inform you that Richard Hammond was still in it. Is the little fella watching at home? Should we give him a wave just in case? Hello, Niall.
Got there and I couldn't at all.
Me
And it was
guess,
so
me
many
guess,
people
put our
there.
service to the test.
Yes, you did.
I do love Disney, but the other reason that Disney is now ruined for me is because I went to the Disney Hotel. Have you ever been to the Disney Hotel? I was doing work in America. I was there for a month. And I love Disney, but it's too Disney. There's like Disney everywhere, Disney wallpaper,
kids, though?
music. Yeah, it is for kids. But I was working for the Disney Corporation, so I think they were trying to save some money. I'm not a weirdo, I promise. But they also have Disney staff members, so like characters. So like Goofy's doing teppanyaki in the restaurant. You get a wake-up call, it's Daffy Duck's voice.
Room service, did they come and...
Yeah, they're walking around the hotel. But the moment that my childhood died was like, I think it was about 2 weeks in, I was very tired and alone. I was in my room and I called down to the front desk and it was Mickey Mouse's voice. He was like, hey, 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 buddy, what can I do for you today? I was like, Mickey, I need to activate the porn channels on my TV.
It's a sad moment. Oddly, you wouldn't think it, we have royal connections on the sofa. Because Miranda...
What do you mean you wouldn't think it? Look at us. You wouldn't think it.
Because you went to school with Kate Middleton.
Well, yeah, she went to my school for about 2 terms, I believe. Not when I was there,
Oh, I
because
see.
I'm very old. But, yes, so as you can see at my school, we were bred for queens. You should have been there.
I know. I'm just modelling along. OK, what was the name of your school?
Dyne High School for Girls, Royal County Berkshire. To give it its official... Don't boo me. It wasn't my decision.
Was it as posh as it sounds?
It was quite posh. It was sort of quite... Yes, it was quite high-achieving. You go to school reunion now, and I think it's quite good that, you know, I can say I'm a comedian on the telly, but that's frowned upon. You've got people going, oh, well, my children, mozzarella and bruschetta, are lovely now. You know, they're quite a brood. You know, work is a bit of a break, even though I'm the head of the UN. You know, it's like that. And so there you go, you're a comedian. Oh, you've been on the telly, oh, whatever.
My first ever girlfriend went to Townhouse.
Shut
Yep.
up.
And we went out for like 3 weeks, and she was very well-to-do. But turned out, as soon as we got down to a bit of nookie, she was filthy. So I'm a big fan of Downhouse.
Wow.
I got to second base in a stable.
Wow. You sort of know how the school got its name now. Did you go to school with Kate Middleton?
No, I wasn't at Downhouse. I wasn't allowed near Downhouse after a while. No, I went to Marlborough, where she went after that.
Are these all private schools?
Yeah. I mean, that's the most ludicrous thing about... this Kate Middleton thing of being, oh, yeah, she's the first commoner to marry into the royal family, and they write about her like she's from the ghetto, right? Marlborough College made Midsummer Murders look like The Wire, right? We had one black guy in the entire school, who was my friend called Daniel, who the headmaster used to use in every single school photograph in order to make our school look more diverse. He was like, oh, yeah, go on, put yourself on the end of the row there. But I wasn't in the first 11 cricket team. Well, you are now, Daniel. And so she was there, but I wasn't there at the same time as Kate Middleton, but I know people that went out with her. And so I knew people that went out with her at school.
Wow.
Did they touch her? Did they touch her?
I was so envious. Because I'd gone out. If I'd got with the Queen at school, I would never shut up about that shit for the rest of my life. Like, every time one of my friends opened his wallet to pay for a drink, I'd be like, yeah, I've tapped that.